Hello everybody, welcome to a new update. It's been a while since my last one. We're in a tricky situation right now, and as you guys know, and I can't talk a whole lot about the details regarding it currently, but I do want to discuss how we can use this time to capitalize on maybe profiting or a different way of trading to give ourselves that edge that we've been looking for in the Forex market. So that's what I'm going to be discussing mostly in this video, and I also want to go over the redoing of my website. So I relaunched my website, bestfreeforexea.com. It's got a whole new look, and I now have a chat box. You can try all of my expert advisors that I have launched on the website for free, indefinitely, or with a expiration date as well. So go ahead and check that out if you're looking for something that actually is profiting in the market right now, which my expert advisors have. So I'm going to be talking about the things that I have built and that I'm offering to the public, and also about the current market sentiment and what we can do to really utilize the market and its current movement, which is quite a bit different than it has been the entire year and even really last year as well. So let's get into it now. Hello, everybody. So this is the RMI version 8, and these are the stats over the last few months on this trading strategy. This Expert Advisor is free for anybody to download and use on my website, so I recommend going to bestfreeforexea.com if you want to check it out. I apologize for the little box or little screen at the top right of this video saying that I'm using an evaluation product, and it's kind of blocking the screen. It's because my video capture software, the software that I use to make these videos, actually died out on me. So I'm trying out this new software just to make sure that it's good. So you won't see this in the next upcoming videos, but just for this one. So I apologize for that. All right, so this is the RMI version 8, and you can see the stats going all the way back to January 2020. So in January, it was almost 3%, February over 3%, March almost 7%, and then we're just in the first day of April. So March was a big month because of the increased volatility with the pandemic going on, and the RMI version 8 was able to really capitalize on that increased volatility, as you can see here. So really cool expert advisor, and it's able to adapt to whatever market that it's in. So go ahead and check it out, download it for free on my website. All right, so the other expert advisor is called the RMI EA Pro. Now, this is a more volatile, this is a higher risk strategy, but it also makes 30 to 60% per month. The RMI, the free version, only makes roughly 3 to 5% per month on a 500 to 1 leverage account. So that's a higher leverage account. If you're using it on a lower leverage account of, say, 50 to 1 leverage, you're going to be making a lot less. So this is what the profits look like on a lower leverage account. So you can see 0.2, 0.3, 0.38. But when it comes to the RMI Pro, this is a lot different situation. We are taking upwards of almost 60 trades per day. See, now we have 60 trades, made 1% today on this account. So it's a higher risk, higher reward type of strategy. And so it's important for you, if you're using this strategy, to make weekly and monthly withdrawals to make sure that you're pulling out the profits because of the high risk nature. So anything that you're making over 5% in a strategy, whether it's in the Forex or in the stock market, anything over 5% is high risk in my book, and so I think that anything over 5% you should be making sure to make regular withdrawals, so you're keeping on top of staying profitable with strategy. Okay, so that's one account with the RMI EA Pro. Here is my live account, so this is high risk. You can see that the drawdown is higher, but the profit is also higher. So I've been really pushing this account pretty heavily, and it's been doing really well. All right, so that indication is just showing me that I just had some closed out trades for profit. So just in the last like 5 minutes, I've had 4 closed out trades, and you can see here that these two closed out together at the same time. You can see here. One was a loss of 29, and the other one was a profit of $69. And the second grouping of trades right here, so these two, One was closed out for $75, and the other one was closed out for a loss of 25. And so that's kind of how the strategy uh, trades the market. It looks for small hit and run types of price action. Since we have a more volatile market right now, it's really good for scalping strategies, which I'll get more into in just a second. Okay, going back to the stats. The copier software that I mentioned earlier, this is, I'm actually using the copier software for this account. And you can see that the copier software right here, this is what it's called. What it looks like, Forex Copy Remote, and it's copying trades from my virtual server in Europe to my address here in the US. So all the way across the world, and I'm getting copied trades directly from the actual EA itself, so the expert advisor itself, to this trading account. So you can see that it's been doing really well, $486 profit just today. So this is the stats of the copier software, and you can see that they've been going really well. And it's just been upgraded to use version 3.5 of the Pro Expert Advisor that you can find more information on the website. Okay, so this and one more account. So I've got a lot of stats that you can look at and kind of check out. So this is the RMIE Pro High Risk. So this is another high risk account. And this one has been running the new version of 3.5 since March 12th. And you can see that this has a 30% profit since it started. So this is the newest version and it's the highest profiting version as well. So let's refresh this one. So now it's at 32.66% profit with almost 60 trades just today. So it's been a really awesome day, good profit, and we still have a couple of trades open that aren't registering that they've been closed out yet. So this is the kind of profit that you can expect using the RMI Pro. It's a really solid expert advisor, but keep in mind it is higher risk, and to make sure to make those weekly and monthly withdrawals. So a strategy of how to appropriately work high risk trading is, let's say for example you have a deposit of $500 and you're using the RMI Pro. Let's say you're making weekly or monthly withdrawals. You withdraw the profit until you get to the point of that $500 initial deposit. Withdraw your initial deposit of $500, and now you're just working with profit at this point, okay? That is the appropriate way to utilize a high risk trading strategy. So eventually you're not risking any of your own money, all right? So that's how you work a high risk strategy, and I recommend everybody do that when using the RMI EA Pro. Okay, so now let's go to the trading stats, pretty much what everybody's been wanting not the stats, but the charts. And let's talk about how to trade this market real briefly before I end this video. All right, so I don't think you should be looking at the US dollar right now for a place of safety. I think that's actually quite opposite. So just only 2 weeks ago, I made a prediction that the euro US dollar would fall quite a bit. All US dollar pairs, or there would be a lot of money flowing into the USD, and that actually took place. I predicted that most pairs against the US dollar would fall 500 to 1,000 pips, and that actually took place just on the euro US dollar. And some trades or some pairs, like for example, the pound US dollar actually fell, I think, around 1,000 pips. So that was a pretty good prediction. I don't like making predictions, but it actually took place. All right, so what about from the rest of this week and next week? I don't think that the USD is a good place to be because I think that there's still a lot of um, problems that we're going to be facing with combating the virus, and I think that the worst is yet to come. And so I think that it's likely that the euro US dollar is going to jump here, and we're going to have the euro is going to rally. And I think that the USD will likely fall on most of the pairs moving forward through the rest of the week and potentially into next week. How much? I'm not going to make a prediction on how much it's going to move because I could be wrong. So I do think that the Asian market is the place to be, like China or Korea, because they're finding better solutions for combating the current situation. And so I think that China and Korea could be a good place to put money into when it comes to finding currencies uh, to place your bets on. Okay, so I wouldn't be looking also for long picks, so holding positions for long periods of time. Because of this type of market, it's really volatile. You can make a lot of profit, but you can also lose a lot. So it's important to not hold for too long of periods. And that's what I'm not doing. I don't like holding for a long period of time in this market right now. And so that's why I'm utilizing strategies like the RMI Pro, in and out trades, because I feel like it's much easier to really utilize that volatility on a scalping strategy. So for example, just by looking at my high risk strategy, you can see that all of my trades close out, or the majority of them close out just in 11 minutes. And so I have almost a 70% win rate with 11-minute trade hold time, and you can see the profit on is really quite high. And so I'm able to really hit and run on the market, and I feel like that's probably the safer bet to do right now until things start dying down a little bit. All right, so that is where I am at this moment. It could change by my next video, but I hope to give you guys more of an update and more sentiment on what's going on with the market and where it's going to potentially go. Maybe taking some trades in my next video, and having some tweaks to my strategy, and hopefully some good pointers to help you with yours. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. See you on the next video.